appearance, the way we appear, if appearance doesn't look back on its hidden truth, what happens? It becomes all important. We want to appear well in people's minds, right? But appearance looked back on its hidden truth. It recognized that I'm not this appearance, I am this essence, and that's my sanctuary. And if I have that sanctuary, I really don't care how each mind perceives my appearance. So, as I was saying in today morning's yoga class, the more you're connected to the sanctuary inside you, the less vulnerable you are to what people think about you, isn't it? There are some people who are so self-contained that they don't get very sort of excited by flattery. They don't get really shrunken by criticism because they are not drawing their life spring from either. They have a sanctuary inside them. What I mean is the butterfly inside them, which all of us have. But these are people who found inroads to this sanctuary. So they are so anchored and grounded in that they are not really needy people. They are not attached people, they are not needy people. They are not too bothered whether you pay them attention or not, because what they want, they are sourcing from themselves. So that is what this means when it says, appearance looked back to its hidden truth and made of difference oneness's smiling play. It made all persons fractions of the unique, yet all were being secret integers. All struggle was turned to a sweet strife of love in the harmonized circle of a sure embrace. All struggle was turned to a sweet strife of love, not a struggle of competition. See, here we are struggling how to go ahead of others. In that world, the struggle was how can we bring out the best in each other. Such a beautiful struggle, no? Collaboration rather than competition. We talk about it, but how little we live it. In the harmonized circle of a sure embrace, identity's reconciling happiness gave a rich security to difference. So, if Shobha is different from me, I don't feel threatened by her shining, because in that world I recognize I'm one with her. I recognize that I am also shining through her. So identity is reconciling. What is reconcile? Which makes peace between two things. So I'm different from her in appearance, but I know I'm one with her in essence. So I'm secure. Even if she shines, it doesn't make me insecure. Identity's reconciling happiness gave a rich security to difference. On a meeting line of hazardous extremes, the game of games was played to its breaking point, where through self-finding by divine self-loss, you've lost your butterfly self, you've lost your your sense of I, but you found your butterfly self. You've lost your caterpillar self, but you found your butterfly self, where through self-finding by divine self-loss, there leaps out of unity's supreme delight, whose blissful undivided sweetness feels a communality of the absolute. There was no sob of suffering anywhere. See, whenever you suffer, be sure there's some pocket of ignorance, because when you widen into the truth of what you are, it's impossible to suffer. And on our way, the more we are widening into the truth, the more immune we get to human suffering. That's the acid test. There was no sob of suffering anywhere. Experience ran from point to point of joy. Bliss was the pure, undying truth of things. All nature was a conscious front of God. A wisdom worked in all, self-moved, self-sure, a plenitude of illimitable light, an authenticity of intuitive truth, a glory and passion of creative force.